Hey guys, my name is Francisco Hernandez, and today I'm going to be teaching you 3 ways to get softer, more natural looking lighting when using off-camera flash. I'm personally a big fan of using soft light in my own work. If you guys also want nice soft light in your own portraits, then I highly recommend not just finishing this video, but trying out and practicing these different tips at home or at your next photo shoot. At a recent photo shoot, I wanted to visually demonstrate with you guys step by step how I get nice soft light. So what I did was I intentionally started with a setup that I knew was going to give me harsh light, and I'll explain why it gave me harsh light in a second. But the setup was a 7-inch reflector on a Godox 8600 Pro at a little bit of a distance to the model. With that setup ready to go, I took my very first shot, and what you're seeing on the screen right now was the result. It's definitely not soft light. One of the ways that you can get softer lighting is going to be the first tip in this video, which is going to be to increase the size of the modifier on your lighting. When it comes to creating nice soft light, the larger the light source is in relation to the subject, the softer the light will be. And the very first way to do that, to increase the size of the light, is by manually doing so with a larger softbox rather than a small reflector, which is exactly what I did. I took off the small 7-inch reflector and replaced it with the Godox QR P120, which is their 120 centimeter parabolic softbox. And as you can see on the screen, it's definitely a much bigger light source than that 7-inch reflector. I then took another shot, and what you're seeing on the screen right now is the result of the new setup, that 120 centimeter softbox. And as you can see, it's a much nicer soft light, but still not as soft as we want it to be. In order to get even softer lighting, you need to make the light source even bigger. And like I said before, the bigger the light source is in relation to the subject, the softer the light will be. So the very next step that we can do, which is going to be the next tip in this video, is to bring the light source closer. By bringing that light source closer to that subject, you made that light source bigger in relation to that subject, which resulted in softer lighting. But let's say that you didn't have a large softbox. Well, if you only have something like a 24 by 24 inch softbox, which is the one that I highly recommend because it's cheap and works really great, then all you can do is just bring that light source as close as possible without being in the frame of the shot, and that will give you the nice softest light that you can get with your softbox. So now that the light source is as close as possible to the subject without being in the frame, we actually still have that one last way to make the light even softer, and that's by adding diffusion. In a video that I made a few years ago, I explained what diffusion panels are and what they do to your lighting, but all you need to know for this video is that they soften up the light and make it a lot more pleasing to the eye. If you guys have no experience at all with off-camera flash, then all you need to think about is a bright sunny day and having a curtain and pulling that curtain closed and seeing how less intense the sun is. Basically, that's what the diffusion panels do. They make the light a lot less intense. So with the softbox as close as possible now, I then add diffusion to the setup, and the next shot that I take is what you're seeing on the screen right now. And as you can see, it's a much softer, more natural looking light source. Here are the images side by side so you guys can take a good look. And here is a zoomed in version of the images side by side in case any of you guys are pixel peepers like myself. To recap this video, all you need to do to get softer looking lighting is to increase the light source either with a modifier that's bigger, making it from a small light source to a bigger light source, or by increasing the size of the light source another way, which is bringing it closer to you. And the third way is to add diffusion panels. You might have put this together by now, but I started with a smaller light source further away without any diffusion because it was the exact polar opposite of all the different tips that I explained in this video. And that's exactly why it resulted in the harshest looking lighting in the photos that I showed you guys in this video. Thank you guys for watching. I hope this video helped you out. And if you have any questions at all, let me know in the comment section below. Take care, and I'll see you in the very next video.